வணக்கம் மக்களே, வெல்கம் டு மித்ராவின் பார்வை. நான் உங்கள் மித்ரா from Sweden. Welcome, hello all to, today we had some technical problem. Because of that, I was a little bit delay. So I'm just kindly excuses. Now I add on Vijay now.
Please put in mute. Yeah. Yes, hello, vanakkam and vanakkam, namaste, vandanam to all viewers. Sorry for the little delay, a technical fault, yes. And as Mitra gave a short introduction, once again, this session is going to be just reading in English, the pages, so that there will not be any interruptions in Hindi or Tamil translations, and we're just gonna read I just gonna read 4 or 5 pages, and may probably in the end of the session we can take some of the questions, anything related to the diary or related to the pages what we are reading today. Short disclaimer once again. I want to make sure that the pages what we are reading are taken from Deepti's Twitter page with their permission, and we are reading them now in our channel. So if you want to read them by yourself, you are most welcome to go to Deepti's Twitter page, and you can find all these pages over there. I think probably now you can see Deepti's Twitter account also on the screen. So with last time we read 5 or 6 pages in there.
Vijay, excuse me, I will also say the disclaimer once again. So I just welcome everyone, all the viewers, brothers and sisters. We are reading here Sushant Singh Rajput's digital diary in English. This is like just reading the diary. We are not going to translate in Tamil or Hindi. This is part 3. And again, one more time, I'm just repeating it, the disclaimer. We are taking these pages, this Sushant Singh's digital diary, secret diary, from Deepti ji's Twitter pages. And I hope everyone knows this, and everyone just, they have been there and reading the pages also. So now Vijay will be reading this, and at the end of session, we can discuss. If we have any questions related to Sushant Singh diary, we will just discuss. So thanks once again. I welcome you all. I just pop out. Hi Januma, just welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Maheshwarima, vanakkam. Thank you so much. Magieka, hello Magieka. Thank you so much for coming, Magieka. And Janu, yeah, okay. This is from Little Princess. Hi, Little Princess. And again, yes, I welcome once again all of you. So yes, you can just start, Vijayji. Thank you so much for waiting.
Thanks, Mitra. Ji. Okay, let's start with the pages now. The city that never sleeps, the city that is into drugs, the city into so many different kinds of illegal and anti-activities. And to add to this, there are so many people within the system who are aiding this. The biggest aspect now is the control the jails have in that, and that happens from inside. Yeah, jail that happens from inside. Some people whom I met and spoke gave me so much information that shook my entire belief system. But then the lessons life taught me these days, the last few days, what I was going through helped me get over it. Most of the jails in the country is not a jail. It's not much like it's now much like a holiday resort, a place where everything under the sun is readily available, right from drugs, prostitution, and also hawala transactions happen. Now, the most important aspect here is of the hawala and the connections it has to the underworld, and how to understand the importance of the words that are used during these transactions. 3 major aspects of hawala, 3 major bags, 3 major points sums up the entire hawala network. The analysis goes as follows. The aspects: khoka, rokda, cassette. This khoka means 1 crore. Rokda means money that is to be given in advance, and the cassette means that there is a definite track that has to be followed for the transaction. The most important hawala transaction is the cassette transaction, which means this money is for political agendas. The Coca transaction happen for shell companies, and Rokuda transactions are those wherein the amounts are small but the impacts are huge. Most of the terror attacks in the country happens on this cassette transactions, and the episodes of escape which helped the likes of Nirav Modi and Vijay Mallya flee happen with the Coca transaction. Three major bags, green bag. Don't get confused that this is the color of the bag. It's Hara Jhola, which in English means green bag. Hara Jhola is a green signal where both the receiver and the sender knows the exact purpose of why the money is being used and what are the steps the current point needs to follow. In the bracket, distributor slash delivery persons are called as points. The money, when it leaves itself, the duty of the sender is to ensure that he gives the count of the calling pattern, which is one long missed call, means on time. Two long missed calls means some issue. If this is followed by a blank SMS means that the matter is huge and needs immediate attention or addressal. End of the page. I'll take the next one. If there is one blank message, means that the person who was supposed to meet is not at the spot, which the receiver has to confirm by giving out missed call in short rings. If the situation really goes out of control, the way out for these people is kachra. What these people generally do is kachra is a term used where in the next nearest highly influential person is contacted and is asked for help. Kachra transaction commission is 2.5% of the total amount. The detailed explanation of this I was able to gather on the sets of movie PK. When Kiran Rao was involved in these transactions, and people from the Hawala fraternity were regular visitors to the sets. Even Anushka too used to be confused of what exactly is happening around them. But what came out as another shock to me is that Anushka Sharma is the queen of casting couch stories. Now that she is happily married to Virat, whoever is reading this, I humbly request you to just use this material only for study and do not make any mention of it anywhere in any form actions if needed to be taken or you need this for your work. I don't have any objection, but this matter is of the highest shame, and the only reason me opening this down is because this has a very important connection to how the casting couch works and also how the talent management firms that are a part of Bollywood play a major role in helping these white collar criminals wash their hands and have total control over the politics, and also how the casting couch and certain other pointers have played a major role in the biggest curse on the nation, along with corruption, named as honey trapping. The only reason I need to make a mention around this honey trapping is because this honey trapping is the way these Bollywood people wash their hands clean from most of their crimes, made to maintain the dignity of my tongue and yet to pass my message. Piggy bank became fixed deposit for Nirav Modi. Hint, work on the pet names. And younger Bhatt became Laila to Tijoriwala ministers for Praveen Babi. I had one question in my mind. Do these people have conscience? But I got a beautiful answer in the mouth of Chintu Jr. when he said He lost his V at the age of 14. This is mentioned here in codes is because only a very, very logical and smart brain can actually understand the meaning of this. And if this is in the hands of a devil, here is my second checkpoint where the actions that follow from here will pass you off in another test. If the intentions of the person who is reading this is true, then by the time you reach this point, by the time you reach this point, I exactly know how much time you would have taken, and if you are an extreme genius, you might have reached here 3 days prior to my estimation. The way this slide is handled is the test, and I won't tell you what I'm expecting. This is a test, hence, I have written this in this coded language. I'm sorry if a genuine person is reading this and getting annoyed, but please understand this is for the society and this is something which is going to do justice to a lot of crimes that have happened and will also get the common man to understand that whatever is the situation in the country today, truth is unique and truth shall definitely win. If an angel is reading this, the person would understand my frame of mind, and if a devil is reading this, I leave it up to God. Whoever, whatever, I repeat, my team is watching with me or without me. End of the slide. Red bag, lal jhola. Red bag is a term used for transaction which is highly urgent and involves high risk in it. This lal jhola transfer is used in shell companies and used where the amount that is sent from one place to another is not used immediately. Most of the notes in this transaction are laundered funds or the funds that have been marked by ED or EOW. This transaction is basically done to convert black money into white, and the main customer for these types of transactions are private money lenders. Confused? Let me explain. The red bag is given to private money lenders on 2% of interest per crore. These private money lenders in turn give small amounts of money to the middle class, lower middle class, or the labor class of people. ED or EOW generally doesn't come into the picture if the amount is less than 1 crore INR, and IT doesn't come into the picture till they are tipped off. You might think I am foolish enough to believe that IT and ED are not in these people's pockets, but according to the words of a top Hawala broker, it's now that things are favorable to them, but they still follow their old school techniques in order to stay wary of some officers who are out of the box. कुछ सच्चाई के कीड़े वाले भी हैं सिस्टम में इसलिए. And the main reason this is done is because some white money has to be shown in taxes as well, and these marked notes too have to be disposed of. This is how the system works. The money is given on interest, anywhere from 5% to 25%, depending on three factors. Is the person connected? Is the person educated? And is the person who is good in rotation? The money is given is in interest, and the payback money is the fresh currency which is totally clean and can be used for anything. This money is generally given to people without any guarantee, but the recovery people who were associated with these kind of loans are ones who don't have any blood in their eyes. Another way the red bag is disposed of is in betting. Bookies who conduct betting generally use this money to pay the winners off. For every transaction the bookie does, he gets a commission of 1% per lakh. If he helps in disposing of this money along with the standard charges he is supposed to get for conducting the event. Here, the payback works in a simple way. This money is not given to relinquished bookies but are given to people who are relatively new because organized and well connected bookies have links within the same circle, and most of the times they are marked notes itself back when the payment from the losing party is made. My experience in this field came during the 2019 final of the IPL. I had bet rupees 3 lakhs on Chennai Super Kings and 3 lakhs on Mumbai Indians. When the result was out, all that I did was collected the money from Mumbai Victory and handed it over to Shehzad Khan, who is closely associated with Arbaz Khan. I was not directly involved in this, but Paras Dogra's contact was, and the result under 30 minutes of money reaching Paras Dogra's contact gets a call saying these notes are bloody marked. Where did you get them from? हो गया मेरे दिमाग में दूध का दूध पानी का पानी. I got the clear picture how exactly the thing is. End of the slide. Yellow bag. This is the most important bag in the entire context of this Hawala transaction. This yellow bag is the main bag which holds a lot of information, and moreover, this is the bag that is the reason behind the terrorism in the country. Most of the movements in the country that has happened which is related to anti-India. The thing is as simple as this. The yellow bag has no one as a father or no one as a mother. The transaction happens just on a phone call, wherein a thing that works out is that there is no record anything whatsoever with this money. This trail happens at the highest level. This has been the trick that has been in the days of history that is been recorded so many times when there was no link to the money, when the money is never traced back. This is the main funding source behind the shell companies. The shell company runs on this money, and every laundered money that is not registered or recorded happens this way. For example, when the money schemes that happen for public, when the case goes into public, this money changes hands through this yellow bag. And that is the reason that this money never comes out when the governor of the Reserve Bank, Raghuram Rajan, had given a public statement about the atrocities that happened in the Reserve Bank. That was a total plan which was set up just to misguide innocent public. When Chidambaram ji was arrested, there was a direct link in this with Mukesh Bhatt ji and Mahesh Bhatt. Oh, sorry, with Mukesh Bhatt ji. And Mukesh Bhatt ji sent Alia Bhatt to have his name cleared out. Isha Gopikar, when went into depression, she was carefully used into honey trapping, and then she was used as a tool. If you check her call records, you will find a lot of calls made to super controversial people. To continue more further, check for Anushka's career. She has compromised with everyone, right from her photographer who first introduced her into the industry. I don't want to speak much here. This yellow bag is directly connected to public money and are not into honey trapping and are into honey trapping and other things that have come around these social issues where big money involved wherein laundered money needs to be sent from one point to another. There is one more aspect here that is the connection of politicians and Bollywood industry, and this is handled by the talent agency. When a new model who needs a break into the industry, the first thing that she has to do is she has to compromise with either the producer slash director slash actor. And these innocent models are given a lucrative deal wherein these girls are used into human trafficking as well. This is the reason why the Hawala setup should not be taken lightly, as there is a lot of issues that are connecting to this industry, and this is the biggest evil in the society, and this is the root of most of the evils. These Hawala people are like these leeches which suck the entire blood out of your body without your feeling or getting any pain. End of the chapter and the slide. Take the next one. This new chapter is the chapter about NGOs running around Mumbai and other cities in the country and their connection with the Bollywood and other aspects that are connected to this. This is one of the most important aspects of this case, and this is directly connected to a lot of issues. To start it, to start it in this way, you might feel that it's my personal agenda is involved in this, and you might feel I am creating an unwanted controversy. But let me put it out in this way, because when once you are done reading this, you will definitely come to know what I meant and why was I speaking on these grounds. So many times we see in the media that an actor/actress who is never in the limelight and suddenly donates huge money. Why these celebrities donate huge money to the NGOs, and what is the connection to this to the black money market, and how does the system exactly works? The concept of rotation is beautifully explained in these donation patterns. What happens in this is that there is one very important aspect that is escaping taxes. Imagine, for example, let me take the name here as example first, and then give the connection to the probably the biggest scam in the country, Mumbai Indian Educations for All. This is an organization that is owned by Reliance. This trust was formed and the arrest of Peter Mukherjee, and what exactly is the reason why there can be no action on Ambani will be taken together. End of the slide. The formation of Mumbai Indian Education for All was made so that this can be used as the platform where all the money comes in as donation, and this money has no legal implications altogether. There is one huge angle, and let me explain it in a very simple language like this. There were other foundations too under Reliance, but this organization, there is evidence in this, but that will reach you later. But this introduction will definitely help you connect instantly on those documents. But I'm not sure if any action will ever be taken. But yes, the greater angle of clearing the society from this mess, this document will play a very, very vital role. So, getting back to the topic now, there are two modes of donations: straight donation and rotation donation. Straight donation. Straight donation is something. This is genuine and there is no catch in this. But the picture here unfolds as follows. This money is what is called free money, which has no interest rates and which has no connection whatsoever to any kind of taxes. That can be applied for the person who does this donation and for Mumbai Indian Education for All. Check the annual records in the later stages, the payments made as shown on the paper, and the actual payments used as a huge gap involved in between them. Confused? Let me explain. The Ambience are one of the Ambanis, I'm sorry. The Ambanis are one of the biggest taxpayers in the country, and they are doing a fairly decent job when it comes to their corporate's social responsibility. But the simple drill that is followed here is that money paid to this trust from the Reliance Group is exempt of taxes, and the incoming number of zeros and the expenditure the zeros miss count on huge occasions. These kinds of trust and organizations are the tools for the rich to turn their black money into white, and rotate this money without the knowledge of the authorities. And even if it comes to the knowledge of the authorities, one of the two things are used: pay for the silence or honey trap them. End of the story. And our people who are in the uniform fall for it. The reason for no action taken on a lot of businessmen too, I have it recorded, and Illuminati too plays a major role here. Next one, rotation donation. Rotation donation is something wherein this donation is just a publicity gimmick. This money is only go from one hand and comes out from the other. There is a small charge for this which is very easily payable. These brand ambassadors who are involved in this are also the same pedigree too. I myself have been branded brand ambassador for brands, and you can take it from me that the interest the stars show in brand endorsements and the interest the stars show to social causes, end of the slide, to social causes when the payment is huge or they expect that this association is beneficial to them, the body language is different. And when the cause is a social one where there is no mileage generated, the body language is totally different. I have no objection with you people making money, but is money everything? Doesn't your character prick you when you know that you are someone whom everyone looks up to and tries to copy? The promotions you make no doubt will fill your pockets. But what about the innocent people who believe every word of yours and in response get their health go for a toss? These NGOs and talent agencies and their connections with each other, my God, the thing is this huge and so deeply rooted that people actually fall prey and end up donating their hard earned money. There are some genuine people out there, but it's too hard to actually gauge the contributions they are allowed to make. Prostitution, child trafficking, black money, extortion, and money laundering. A lot of interconnected things are quite common in this setup, and sometimes this takes a dirty turn when the angle of organ trafficking comes into the picture, and this is done in the most inhumane way ever one can think of. For now, I'm just going to summarize it here, and as you continue further, you will find more connected information that can actually help you in this fight. When someone is poor and cannot afford the medical treatment, they have only two options: either the government hospital or join a charitable hospital with the help of these NGOs. Kidney rackets are common, and news channels have brought out small instances of it to the real picture, but the real picture is very dirty and deep. But yes, for now, this small introduction should give you a fair idea about how this entire thing is connected and what is the actual game plan behind this. Let me make one point very clear here. Don't add fuel to your assumptions and think everyone is the same. But as a matter of fact, and my conclusions, only 3 out of 10 are genuine. And I leave it up to you when you reach to the point when this information will be out on you to decide for yourself what stance you should take. This ends the topic about the NGOs and the connection it has with the black money and most scams. Kindly note, if you want to take this issue up and make sure you are on the same page with me and want to do a good to the society, the simplest thing you can do is target these NGOs and get deeper into the way they work. Because if you are able to get in touch with the inner secrets of these NGOs, you will get a lot of information around a lot of wrongdoings that have happened. And based on my own experience, I can be straightforward and say that most of the scams that happened in the country, most of the dubious schemes that are going around, and at least 80% of money laundering and black money angle can be exposed with this. And the information you get when you reach to the end of your research can also help you be better equipped to tackle most wrongdoings that are happening in our society. End of the slide. Next one. The subject on NGOs wouldn't be complete without special mention to being human. And the biggest reason why Salman Bhai took me all guns blazing. The three questions I would want you to analyze is: why was it formed? When was it formed? What purpose did it solve? First one, why was it formed? Complaints of physical abuse on women, too much alcoholism, and issues of domestic violence started making rounds. People were with Salman supported him on most of these, trying to make sure nothing came out. But one family which had all the grudge against Salman, I'll be coming back to this later with the connections that can be made, wanted to see him down. And the case of Aishwarya Rai and some other actors, if you follow their connections, Aishwarya Rai was connected in one way or other to them, started making rounds. Salman Bhai is the major link in most of these white collar crimes and has been an integral part in the crime syndicate and also the bunch of people who are experts in putting people with a difference of opinions to rest. It is no secret of the friendship Salman Khan shares with Sanjay Dutt. Now try and see which was the last movie of Divya Bharti, which released just 10 days before the death. Kshatriya it is. Now the analysis and assumptions, whatever you want to make, are ready and explained in detail in the future slides. This is just one instance I have quoted and don't want to bring it out in detail here. Why he is the most respected figure in the industry today. The black bug case on him was registered because he was in relationship with the daughter of the Maharaja of Rajasthani lineage. I had explained this earlier, but this forms an important connection to the formation of being human. Hence, I feel I need to make this reference here. This image got tarnished to such an extent, his image got tarnished to such an extent that there was a lot of legal implications coming hard on him. And it's due to the same old trick of blackmailing. Someone close to this family is believed to be given this idea of being human. The main reason many believe is to make him a clean image for all the things that were running against him. But this is not the case. A comment passed on Yakub Menon made me go back and rework on certain things, and that's when I got to real reason why being human came into existence. Not to add suspense to it or to keep you confused on it, the dark at this keep you confused or in the dark. At this juncture, you are not knowing the whole story or are not equipped to go ahead and take this fight to the next level. The only reason you are getting to read this is because I no longer am here, and you who is reading this will be the torch bearer of how this fight should continue. A honest man with honest intention definitely will lose his cool and his peace of mind and will end up committing a mistake. So let's go about it the way. I went through it, and the future slides, when you read them, you will for sure know that the actions you make in haste or an agitated mind invites enemies and gets you exposed. End of the slide. But the decisions you take with a composed mind after you have known everything actually streamlines the whole process. I don't know what future holds for me in store, as I have already done enough damage to myself. But when someone who reads this starts, I want to request and to ensure the person, whoever lays his hands on this, if he is the angel, according to my description earlier, to hold on, wait, not to trust anyone, and to go about this in his own way and follow what I did when I was left alone and in a company of a very few friends. Close your eyes and just keep breathing without any thoughts coming into your mind. Any thought that comes, don't continue on it. Repeat this for 2 minutes max. And the answer that comes from within, when your mind has exhausted its capacity to stop thinking, is the best advice on how you have to proceed in this fight. If you are the devil of my description, your journey ends here, my friend. This would fetch you enough money to have a casual lifestyle for all the days your entire clan can live on the face of this earth. But Mahadev, who is watching all this, has his own unique style to pay you back. All the best. The biggest reason being human was formed will be explained in detail in the slides to follow. But yes, be aware not to believe even for a split second that it was for Salman Khan to have a clean image. Having a clean image is just 0.001% of the whole story. When was it formed? Next question. The process began in late 2005 and was finalized in 2007. These 2 years hold great values for the catastrophes that happened in these respective years. 2004 to 2005 relief activities of tea tsunami. 2007 Hyderabad blast. Do some research of your own for now before you get to the detailed analysis of my reports on who are the funders. People who are funding, not to be confused for founders. I'm sorry, who are the founders? People who are funding, not to be confused for founders. Who are the founders of being human? And you will be able to find a lot of answers. These answers you find will help you better relate to the findings of mind. You will lay your hands on when you reach the slide. You should, and then the action you need to take becomes even the more easier because you have lived the entire happening in your mind and by then have also realized and prepared for all the dangers you would face and encounter in this path. I have made my effort and you are reading means I'm not here. I have made my effort and you are reading means I'm not here in this world. But my work shall guide you as a shield and shall stand with you during all adv- adversities. Come what may, truth has to win, humanity has to prevail, and my heart says truth will win, and it's only truth that will prevail. End of the slide. The slides to follow, I have turned to that. I think this is a totally different slide. I think we should stop here, Mitraji.
Okay, I'm in mute. Yes, we can stop here. So we can continue in the next session, next live. Yes, I think we don't have much questions here. Deepak, yes. Actually, thanks, Deepak, for that information, no, whichever you shared here. That's really, I think we have to go and check this particular information regarding being human. Who, yeah, you said like some audio is released, or still they have the information in the some websites, right? So I will really check into that. Thanks for the information. And yeah, something else, anything else? The Deep, we'll just read out quickly. Yes, Deepak Thambi, he used many beautiful girls for his underworld operations. Aish is not ready went. And to Vivek, then we know what happened to Vivek Oberoi. They have just tarnished his life also. So, yes, that's it. Vanakkam and much love for Malaysians and Malaysian SSRians. Thanks for coming. I guess the audio was from early 2000. Okay. And also he said the audio that thou is like an elder brother for him. Okay. Must be. They're all families. They have the same thoughts. Sanya Akatru. Okay. And next is Thambi. Even SSR in his diary mentioned why this Okay, being human, man NGO transferred money before the bomb blast happened, and even after the bomb blast also it has been transferred, right, through the being human account. Yes, and then want to research about HR family. Yes, and Karina and Saif. Exactly. Even we have to do one by one, Saran, because even I have some doubt. There's something fishy in HR family. His wife also under with D substance for some time, and then she came up, and they broke. The relationship. They got break up in the relationship. So I have a fishy kind of it's really we have to do some research on their family also. And of course, this Kareee, I have no hope on her. Yes, she's a big Nepo family kid, and we have to do research on her also. Uh, I have honestly, I don't want to say anything about this particular family. Is such a I don't want to say. We will do some research and we will talk after that. After we have some information, Mahesh Bhatt's son was involved in 26/11 attacks in Mumbai. Oh, the whole family, they are really a cancer for the Bombay. The whole family is like spoiled for so many years and so many decades. And then Saran, she popped up. Why they are suddenly divorced and now patch up going on? You're talking about HR family. You know about the Bollywood families. It's not that doubtful. Like it's a very common with them. That's what I say. They don't bother about the images. HR means yes, ma. Okay, fine. I think we have come to this end of the session, and we have discussed till 22 slides, 22, I think. So we will come again with the other slides. Until then, you take care of yourself and be united and make some research of yourself. As Deepak is doing a lot of research, I know, and Saranya is also doing a lot of researches. And Deepak, I get a lot of information from him. He say like he's very much interested in so many things. No, like Deepak, Saranya, everyone have to do your own research. Please kindly, that's what even Sushant Singh Rajput, no, he was also mentioned in his diary. I have made my own research. You also take this as a base and do further researches. So you have to do your own research, think and analyze yourself, and then share with the people. Keep updating. I heard that Deepak is going to open his own channel. All the best, Deepak. Please keep doing some good work. So my hearty wishes from my side, Mithravin Paarvai, and from Vijay also. So keep on rocking and fight for our generations and fight for our to have a clean India. And what can I say? Vijay, you can also give your last words, before the session.
Yes, absolutely. As Mitra ji also said that people, you guys are unbelievable. The amount of information what everyone is sharing here, the amount of information what you guys know and sharing with us and with all our viewers is really. Thanks for that. And as Mitra ji also mentioned, we want everyone to do their own research, spend a little bit of time and find out what exactly these Bollywood people or what exactly these people are doing and why and all this. That's always has to be a question. Why you have to ask yourself why, how did this happen and who is doing this, and then definitely you will get the answers if you keep doing this and share all the information with us, with everyone, because we need to know the truth. Until now, before it was really hard for anyone to know what exactly is happening, but now we have the technology in our hand. Before, and we have to use this technology in our favor and make the most use of it and show these people that yes, we can fight and we can be united and we can win this war. Of course, maybe it will take a little more time to really show our victory. But yes, if we all put our heart and soul in it, we can win this war, and we will, and it
Yeah,
will
this is
take
our
a
fight. This
little.
is our fight. This is not your fight. This is not my fight. This is our fight. So we have to keep fighting for the justice. Please, please, please do this and just share as much as information, whatever you know, just share with people. Just make them aware what's happening in India and what's happening in the world also. So update yourself. Keep doing some lot of researches. Study. As Vijay said, like the information is in your hand. You no need to just go here and there. You can no need to search. So you can just have in the Google. You can research it and you can have a lot of information. Please share with the people and awake. Make yourself. Vijay, you can. Sorry, I interrupted you. Can we close the session?
No, that's it. Yeah, as you said, yeah, and spread awareness. That's again the last thing what we would like to say. Spread awareness, spread the knowledge, spread the information, and let's stay united and let's fight for justice for us. So
yes.
Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.
Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you so much, Vanakkam, and you have a very beautiful weekend. Thanks a lot. We will meet soon in SSR Secret Diary in Tamil and Hindi next time. Okay. Thank you so much, and once again, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.